We're on tour in Iraq. On this edition of Marne Ford, we'll take you to Escondiria and Hollendia. All this and more coming up. Hello and welcome to this edition of the Marne Ford. I'm Specialist Rebecka Reyes reporting from Baghdad. Here's this week's Marne News Minute. Near the village of Manori in southern Arab Jabor, an Iraqi citizen led coalition forces to a massive weapons cache February 8th. The cache, recovered by soldiers from Bravo Troop, 5th Squadron, 7th Cavalry Regiment, 1st Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division, consisted of 59 rocket-propelled grenades, 8 rockets, 128 propellant charges, 32 ammunition canisters with a variety of rounds, and 5 57mm mortar illumination rounds. Army Vice Chief of Staff General Richard Cody visited Rakkasans at Patrol Base Temple February 11th. Cody took time to talk to soldiers from 3rd Battalion, 187th Infantry, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault, during a brief stopover before conducting a mass reenlistment of more than 200 Task Force Marne soldiers at Al-Fal Palace on Camp Victory. Cody told Rakkasan soldiers that today's Army has the most disciplined Army we have ever put on the battlefield. Ever wonder what reduction in violence can bring about? Then travel with Commanding General Rick Lynch to Salman Pak. Here is one Iraqi community once encumbered by war that appears ready to move forward.
Yeah, in the town of Salman Pak, which is a place that was pure Sunni extremists for about our first 6 months here, now we've cleaned the area of Sunni extremists. Al-Qaeda is gone. We got a patrol base to the north of Salman Pak. We got a patrol base we're building to the south of Salman Pak. We've generated a couple thousand concerned citizens, so now the city is secure. So now that the city is secure, now you have to worry about rebuilding the city. So you got to walk downtown, you got to see the markets, you got to see the government building, you got to figure out, okay, how can we apply money as a munition to rebuild this city? How can we meet the needs of the people of Salman Pak? And to do that, you have to walk the streets.
And that's your Marne News Minute. Without regard for his own safety, First Lieutenant Ross Pixler did what any soldier would do: look out for his fellow soldiers first. And that's the sort of thing that earns you medals. Army Private Joseph Rebecka has this report on a ceremony held this week where medals were presented and determined Task Force Marne soldiers re-enlisted.
I remember, coming to surprised that I was still alive.
First Lieutenant Ross Pixler lost 3 soldiers when his Bradley fighting vehicle struck a deep-buried improvised explosive device. He earned a Silver Star for leading his platoon through the attack.
The award itself is an honor. It's going to be shared with the whole platoon.
On Tuesday, an awards ceremony in Al-Fal Palace recognized Pixler and 8 others for service given to the mission in Iraq. Along with the awards, 208 service members re-enlisted with the Army Vice Chief of Staff, General Richard Cody, administering the oath of enlistment.
This war will end at some point. And just as World War II ended many years later, people referred to our grandfathers and our great-uncles as the greatest generation. Many years from today, your sons and daughters, your grandchildren will refer to you as the strongest generation.
Pixler received his award thinking about his soldiers still in the fight and those lost to it.
I'm sharing it. This is an award for every single one of the soldiers that was out there and the soldiers that can't come home.
The Silver Star that Pixler wears represents not only his accomplishments, he said, but those of his entire platoon.
My platoon, my soldiers of Hard Rock Company are doing a lot of good things, making at least our portion of the puzzle a better place.
Reporting from Al-Fal Palace, Iraq, I'm Army Private Joseph Rebecka.
The non-commissioned officer's creed says all soldiers are entitled to outstanding leadership. 3rd Infantry Division NCOs are holding true to their creed. Army Sergeant Jay Townsend takes us to the Task Force Marne Iraqi NCO Academy on FOB Kalsu.
Iraqi security forces face an enemy that is versatile, lethal, and fights like no other. Task Force Marne NCO Academy and Command Sergeant Major Marvin Hill recognized that threat.
First, the training must be tough. It must provide the rigor that will put your mind and body to the test in order to accomplish the mission in an unforgiving combat environment.
According to Muhammad Abid, an ISF instructor here, the course offers battle-tested methods that will provide Iraqi soldiers with the leadership skills needed to take others into combat.
They teach good discipline here and how to better manage our troops. The training here will pay off.
The course is 2 weeks long, so the cadre here makes sure that the classes are relevant and will make an impact on the battlefield.
One of the first skills we're giving them is the skill to lead soldiers at the small unit level. The battle task, the battlefield task that they need to accomplish the mission.
The instructors here provide the training soldiers need to be successful. The desire to defend their country must come from the troops.
This is our Iraq, and we will fight for it with our blood.
The instructors here know a strong NCO Corps will be a powerful symbol of the new Iraq and will be strong in the fight against Al-Qaeda and other extremist groups. Reporting from Forward Operating Base Kalsu in Iraq, I'm Army Sergeant Jay Townsend.